Hey guys, welcome to Limited Health. Let's check out this video called, it's a final engineering video, okay? Engineering 101. I've been following that playlist, right? You know, so we're gonna finish that thing today, okay? It's called, the final one, it's the final video. It's called Engineering 101 Tools of the Trade. So we're gonna learn about some tools, maybe. I don't know, man. But you know, so far this whole series has been really interesting, really entertaining to watch, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, but you know, today is like the final video, and it's only like 10 minutes, close to 11 minutes. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. Engineering tips and tricks, Engineering 101. Let's get into it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. We're going to finish this series, and then we're going to move on to some other TF2 type of content later, okay? Right now, we're going to finish this, and I hope it's cool. Final video, so it has to be cool, okay? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Dispenser going up.
Well,
that'll do.
Hello everyone and welcome once again to another episode of Engineering 101, a special episode in fact. This one is
the final episode.
It's actually the very last one. After you've watched this video along with all of the previous episodes of Engineering 101, I think I can save.
But he should have continued. Let's be honest. He should have continued this series because it's so fun to learn a lot about this. Maybe he should have focused on other characters as well and not just engineering. He should have focused on like pyro and heavy and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? I don't know why he has to stop it, but it's fine. You know, it's fine, I guess.
They say that you've unofficially graduated and can no longer really call yourself a beginner engineer. Maybe you can promote yourself to like intermediate or something. Anyway, this doesn't mean that I won't be making any more tutorials or guide style videos. I think that I've just exhausted all of the major topics surrounding advice for beginner level engineer players. So what better way to do a series finale than to throw out a bunch of miscellaneous tips and tricks that individually don't really deserve an entire video on their own, but are very useful nonetheless. So without further ado, let's start with some tips on general efficiency. One of the easiest ways to be efficient as an engineer is to try and do multiple things at once as much as possible. Pre-building is something that you can easily do at spawn when upgrading your own teleporter. Often this will happen when your team spawns move forward and you happen to be out on the battlefield. You should always prioritize replacing the teleporters as quickly as possible so that your team can keep up the pressure. Because you don't have to build teleporters in any particular order, you should always place down the exit whenever you are close to where you plan on putting it down later. This way, when you end up at spawn again, your teleporter entrance will be the only thing that you have to build before it's ready to use. And this is where pre-building can come in handy.
Oh, so before the match or whatever, the whole multiplayer session starts, you could just pre-build everything fastly, or else you will lose your opportunity to, you know, work around and stuff.
While you're upgrading your own teleporter at spawn, you can use the downtime to preemptively build a sentry or dispenser that you plan on bringing to the front after you've fully upgraded the teleporter. Sentry guns are much faster to
pre-build it so that you can move it later or place it somewhere and stuff like that, which is cool. And he's also showing us how many seconds it takes to build it, which is awesome.
build than dispensers. So if you have to choose between the two, I'd recommend pre-building the dispenser. Usually by the time you're done upgrading the teleporter, the dispenser will be finished building, and all you have to do is replenish your metal and carry it through the teleporter to the front lines. Not only does this save
that makes it even better because now you're ready and you got everything going, and you'll get a lot of kills too, you know?
Time, but it also takes advantage of the unlimited metal that you can get from spawn, which gives you more metal to work with once you get to your holding area. Not to mention, hauled buildings rebuild themselves at double speed, which will make them available at the front lines faster than if you were to build it on site. It also can provide you a bit of protection from cheeky spawn campers who might try and interrupt your upgrade progress if you decide to build a sentry gun. Another efficient thing that you can do at spawn while upgrading your teleporter is something that I like to call recharge skipping. Each level of your teleporter has a different recharge time, with a level 1 taking 10 seconds to recharge, a level 2 taking 5 seconds, and a level 3 taking 3 seconds. However, the recharge time time will reset back to 0 when you upgrade the teleporter, which you can actually use to your advantage when there is a long line of people trying to use it while you upgrade.
Damn.
Teleporters only take about 1 second to go through the upgrade animation, so you can save a lot of time filtering your team through your teleporter this way. If you keep an eye on the recharge loading bar on your HUD, you can time your final hit to upgrade the teleporter to effectively skip the recharge time
Cool
for
stuff.
each level. Compare this
I
to
love
how
this.
clunky sending multiple people through the teleporter is if you were to just mindlessly upgrade it without paying any attention to the recharge meter, and you can see just how effective this method can be in the long run, especially when you've got half your team trying to get through to the front lines. Alright, enough
That's
about teleporters.
amazing.
Let's
I like
talk
that.
about
I
everyone's
really like
favorite
that.
aimbots, sentry guns. Now, I'm not going to talk about sentry gun placement, as I've already gone over
yeah.
exactly
We already
makes the
seen
sentry
that.
spot good
Yeah.
in the previous episode of Engineering 101,
Yeah.
but I will go over a few very useful tips that you can use when building, maintaining, and sneaking around with your old reliable friend here. First off, it's always good practice to put at least a few metal into the upgrade progress of your sentry gun before committing to fully upgrading it. Reason being that if your sentry gun starts firing, you'll be forced to spend part of your metal supply on replenishing the ammo that it spends, and just one bullet being fired at some random scout in the distance can prevent you from reaching the next level. But more importantly, it's crucial that you are aware of the upgrade progress.
This is a lot of stuff that is really cool, and I want to utilize all these things when I play. Recently I checked out, recently I played Team Fortress 2 on my own. Probably for the second time in my life. The first time was almost 5-6 years ago, but now second time I checked it out, it was really confusing, a little bit a little bit difficult to manage through, and also the main menu is kind of confusing and like a clusterfuck almost. I didn't understand it until much later, a little bit. I'm getting there, okay? But I'm watching these videos, right? So I'm going to use all these tips and tricks in that video. I might even do a live stream someday. Who knows,
in conjunction with whether it's currently firing or not. Since upgrading your sentry gun actually causes it to stop shooting for a second, you can sometimes inadvertently give your sentry gun's target a window of opportunity to focus on it and take it out. Even though a level 1 sentry fires slower than a level 2, it can often be worth holding off on upgrading it until after it's finished killing what it's currently firing at. Otherwise, that brief second of ceasefire can be the difference between you or your teammates living or dying to the intruder. Engineering alert, that's right. As long as we're talking about sentry guns killing people, I've got a tip for you sneaky Engies out there who like to hide your gun in places that no one expects them to be. First of all, once your hidden sentry gun kills 1 or 2 people, it's pretty important that you move it, even if it's not that far away from where it was before. This is a good idea for most sentry gun positions, but usually if someone gets killed by a sentry gun that they were surprised by, the first thing that they're going to do after they respawn is go and get revenge on the guy that tricked them into dying in some dumb way. But a more specific, more 300 IQ play that you can make when building sentry guns that are hidden around random corners on the flank or in an obscure room somewhere is to face the sentry gun towards the wall. I know. It sounds like something that a fresh install would do because he doesn't know how to turn the gun with his PDA, but hear me out. Typically, when someone walks through a doorway, they have one of 2 options: keep walking forward or retreat. And the biggest indication that a player should continue to walk forward is that they are not getting shot at. Conversely, the biggest indication that a player should retreat is that they are taking damage from an unknown source. So, if your hidden corner sentry gun is facing the person right when they walk through the door, they will instantly start taking damage, and they will likely back up as soon as possible. A full health player who does this probably won't die to the sentry gun and will likely just corner peek the gun until it goes down, and your surprise will have been effectively ruined. However, if your sentry gun is facing the wall, it will take a brief moment to turn around, which will allow the victim to continue into the room and greatly decrease his options for retreat.
That is fucking brilliant. Did the developers think of all this before they made these mechanics? Because that almost seems like it was meant to be like that. It's ridiculous. This guy is fucking he knows a lot, man. I would be really afraid to play against him in Team Fortress 2. Really, man.
Retreat once it starts to actually fire it.
So once somebody gets in, they don't see anything shoot that guy, so he continues to go inside, but you delayed the time of the turret by letting it move around and then start shooting you, and it's just really cool. I like that,
Basically,
that's fucking clever.
Further into the room that they walk without taking damage, the longer the sentry gun will be able to shoot them as they attempt to retreat, which will more often result.
I also like how they can do the 360 shooting, 360 degree, and it actually really helps You know, I like that. You know, we all think that because it's doing this, it can only shoot in the front side, right? But you don't know when somebody comes in, it can turn around. Holy shit, that's crazy. I love that.
In their death. So yeah, sometimes facing your sentry gun towards a wall is actually the mega brain play that you never saw coming. Maybe these Gibbous engineers are onto something here. Alright, the last thing that I want to say about sentry guns in particular actually has to do with not facing it towards walls, but rather placing them up against walls. If you can avoid it, don't do this. The reason being that your sentry gun is always susceptible to long-range rockets and splash damage. And while a good soldier will aim his rockets true and land in effortlessly while flying through the air,
he's not even aiming at that thing. He's just aiming at the fucking wall and it's taking damage. That's fucked up, okay? We need to know that. I guess you'll find that about that issue once you play as engineer for like 5 or 10 matches, and you'll probably know it and you'll probably fix it, you know.
Not everyone is this perfect, and a big part of getting better at TF2 is forcing your enemies to make as little mistakes as possible in order to get the better of you. And if you place your gun
there's so many things to placing the turrets. It's fucking it actually requires you to think, which is awesome.
Far away from a wall, the splash damage from poorly aimed rockets will not hit them. Simple as that. If you're the kind of person that tends to back your sentry gun up against a wall or into a corner thinking that it's safer, you're actually just making it easier for an Ubered soldier.
And I can't believe the splash damage can do can do that much damage. Come on. It's like you don't even need to aim, you know. It's ridiculous.
To damage your gun without really trying all that hard. So be aware of walls and try to keep about 2 or 3 NG's distance away from anything that can catch a rocket and hurt your precious buildings. Okay, so how about a little trick with dispensers? Do you ever have a problem where your team is too good? They're all fully healed up by your godlike medic and they're just pumping out bullets and rockets at 100 miles an hour, and you're just sitting there trying to figure out how to place the dispenser in a way that makes it parallel with the angle that the sunlight is shining down at, when one of the Chad heavies yells, "Put dispenser here!" Well, if you don't have time to build a dispenser before your teammates are all completely out of ammo, you can just quickly build and...
So you can actually request someone to place something somewhere, like there's dialogues in the game. I didn't know that's crazy. I love that shit. If that is true, that is insane.
Destroy a dispenser right next to them to save the day. It might seem counterintuitive to destroy your own dispenser to give people ammo, but sometimes that's literally all your teammates need at that exact moment. And believe it or not, building gives a lot of ammunition when picked up, and I mean a lot. A dispenser, when destroyed, drops 5 building parts, or gibs, each of which gives ammo equal to 50% of a class's total ammo capacity. That means that 1 destroyed dispenser is equal to 5 medium ammo packs. That's equivalent to the amount of ammo that you'd get by standing next to a level 3 dispenser for 6 seconds. So it's safe to say that sometimes sacrificing 100 metal to instantly replenish your team's ammo is completely worth it. And if you have 100 metal left, you can just start building another dispenser right afterwards anyway. Speaking of dispensers,
that is actually fucking really helpful. You get a lot of ammo. That's
did you
crazy.
know that the payload cart is a dispenser? That's right. A payload cart distributes health, ammo, and metal at the same speed of a level 1 dispenser. The main difference between the payload cart and a dispenser is, however, that the payload cart can never run out of metal and it can't be destroyed. Well, at least not until after you cap the last point, but that's irrelevant. So while you're pushing the cart as engineer, take this opportunity where you practically have unlimited metal to just start chucking down buildings like they don't mean a thing. Seriously, having a dedicated payload sentry gun is one of the easiest and most effective things an offensive engineer can do. There should practically never be a reason why you don't have a sentry gun nearby if you are pushing the cart. You can even abuse the rescue ranger to constantly keep the gun near the cart without having to walk back to grab it every time that you want to move forward. And you might as well put up a dispenser, sure, why not? And hey, a teleporter too. I mean, you're not paying for it. Just pretend you're a teenage girl and the payload cart is your mom's credit card. Just keep on spending. There's literally no limit. Just go for it. Side note, if you actually are a teenage girl, please do not assume that your mom's credit card has no limit. It does. Buy my shirt. It does. Okay, so the last bit of advice that I have for beginner engineers is simply this. Have fun. I know I take this game and this class way too seriously, and that's my own burden to bear, but never forget that the engineer is hands down the class that allows for the most creativity, the most opportunities for the wildest of plays, and the best way to play a single class without 100% relying on your teammates in order to be successful. The engineer is basically a sandbox game within a first-person shooter, and there's a lot of potential for exciting moments there. So don't spend your entire NG career sitting in a corner waiting for the enemy to come to you. Bring your buildings buildings to them. Bring the buildings to your team. Play
Yeah.
aggressive, but play it smart. And most importantly, play TF2 in VR, because you can literally look behind your own back for spies while you're upgrading your sentry.
Oh,
in front of you.
shit!
It's the most overpowered strategy in the game. Okay?
I didn't know that. Cool stuff. Cool shit. Awesome stuff, man. Holy shit. So that concludes the whole series. Okay, fantastic series. Ridiculous. I love it. I love engineering in TF2 is special, and it makes sense. Okay, tools of the trade, engineering 101. What did you think about this reaction? Did you like my reaction? If you like my reaction, please make sure to subscribe to this channel. This is my main channel. This is where I upload like 2 to 3 videos a day. Also, like, go check out my backup channel. The link will be in the description. Go check it out. There's a lot of reaction videos over there. You'll be thoroughly entertained, and if you like it over there, subscribe over there. If you like this reaction, subscribe over here. Subscribe to both my channels. Show me support. There's nothing wrong with getting entertained. Okay, please do support and show me subscribe to both my channels. And if you have any awesome series like this, please tell me. I'll note it down and react to it. Please type down in the comment section. I'll note it down and react to it. I'll even say your name. And also, like, go check out Uncle Dane's channel. This dude doesn't have 1 million subscribers, which is ridiculous. This dude makes awesome content. Go subscribe to him and, show him support. And, if you find it in your heart, subscribe to both my channels as well. Okay? And, wow, what a series. What a series. I love this. I'm going to apply these fucking 3000 IQ level tips and tricks in the game. I'm gonna play it soon. I'll try to do a live as well. I love this. Okay, so engineering, I wish that he made other series, based on the rest of the characters from this game. That would be so amazing. I hope it did. I'm gonna have to check it out to see if it did or not. But awesome stuff. I love this. Okay, so I hope you really enjoyed the series. All the videos are there on this channel, on my main channel. Go check it out. You'll be thoroughly entertained. And if you like it, please do subscribe, and subscribe to both my channels. Don't miss out on my content. Okay, and please do suggest videos so that I can react to them. Please suggest me videos that you want me to react to. I'll note it down and react to them. Okay, so yeah, awesome series. Moving on to other TF2 SFM stuff, maybe animated TF2 videos. Who knows? Anything. If you know of any series or any kinds of animated stuff, or any channel that makes animated stuff and stuff, if you know anything like that, please type down in the comment section. I'll note it down and I'll react to it completely. So please do it. And please do subscribe to both my channels as well. Okay, and yeah, that's for this reaction. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.